Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're not new, I want to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, subscribing. Please check your subscription status when you come in for the next little while, as that glitch has not been fixed. I still have people coming in and subscribing and coming back the next day and they're unsubscribed. So I don't know what's happening there, but please check it. Thank you for that. I want to remind everybody it is a general reading. It's definitely not going to completely resonate with everyone that watches it. However, keep what does resonate and leave the rest behind. I want to thank everyone who has donated to my channel recently as well. This is what I do for a living, so that is so important to me. I appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. Anything else? I think that's everything. So let's get going. Your first card out, Aquarius, is the Page of Cups, Page of Swords, Strength, Two of Wands, Four of Swords. Okay, so this card here is the center card in the spread. It will be a part of your overall energy combined with the bottom of the deck. Ooh, the World card. Nice. Call. That's a great card to have. Eight of Pentacles. Justice. Okay, Justice is in your possible outcome position. So this is where you're at-ish. Time is an illusion. This is where you're possibly headed or need to head. All the cards in between are your steps or your journey on this path from point A to point B. Your overall energy is the Four of Swords combined with the Page of Wands. You have 3 pages here, Aquarius. Wow. Okay. Just let me take a look at your cards and get a feel for the energy and any messages coming through. Okay, overall energy. Look at the difference in color in these two cards. There is such contrasting energy here. You've got the Four of Swords and the Page of Wands. So the Four of Swords, if you notice, are depicted with peacock feathers. She's got 3 feathers in one hand and 1 feather in the other hand, and she's focused on the 1 feather, okay? So she's focused on the Ace of Swords, basically. The 3 of Swords is pain, heartache, a break, a breakup, and communication somewhere. There's a communication breakdown somewhere. Because all of a sudden, I have a frog in my throat. Anyway, she is focusing on the Ace of Swords, which is the truth in a matter. It's clarity. It's gaining the knowledge of in a situation. Having that knowing. And focusing on what's good, not what's bad, right? Because the 3 of Swords isn't great. But the Ace of Swords is the truth. It's the clarity in a situation. It's seeing things as they truly are, which is a good thing. Because the way they are is this Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Pages are messengers, and the Page of Wands it's always good news. It's always good. Right? And look at this little girl on this card. She's got butterflies. It's kind of cool because she's got, they're lit up. It's like the orbs start down here, and as they make their way around her, they turn to butterflies. So this is also about a transformation, okay? This message, whatever this is coming in, is what's going to transform you. It's going to create a transformation within you. because I believe it brings with it the truth. Okay, so for some of you, this is about a breakup, excuse me, that has taken place, and it's about the effect that it has had on you, and it's in a good way, okay? Because whatever is going on here is reflected here. So, or you have good news coming in, which is going to bring the truth, which is going to give you closure in this situation, but I feel like in a good way. It could be, you know, maybe there was a miscommunication, because I've got that frog in my throat. There is something here about communication, and it's going to be different for everybody, but it could be a miscommunication. And this Ace of Swords that she's focusing on is the truth. And when that comes in, it's good news. Okay, first card, Page of Cups. Take a look at this little girl. She's on the water. She's playing. She looks like she's in her Sunday best, you know, that the outfit that we all used to, well, this ages me, I guess, but when I used to go to Sunday school, I had this one very beautiful outfit that I would wear to Sunday school, and that was the only place I wore it. That was the only time I wore it, unless we were going to, you know, a wedding or something very special, but it was called my Sunday best, and I wasn't allowed to play in it. You know, you got into that outfit, you went to Sunday school. When you were done Sunday school, you made your way home, and you made your way home quick and direct. There was no playing in the outfit. But she's playing in this outfit, this Sunday best. She's not conforming. She's not restricting herself. She's allowing herself to have fun. Her inner child is coming out to play. That's where you need to be here. Then we have the Page of Swords. Wings spread out, ready to take off if need be. But if you notice, she's got, you probably can't see this one, but there's a feather right here. You see it? And then there's this darker one up here, the shadowy one. She is trying to keep both of these feathers afloat. She doesn't want to hear. The Page of Swords, this is a message that you don't want to hear. This is, you know, that you ask the question and you cross your fingers and you pray to God that it's not the answer that you think it might be. So she's trying to keep something afloat because she doesn't want that message coming in. She's trying to keep things moving in that good direction. So, you know, and it's right above the Four of Swords, which the message was all about focusing on the truth, focusing on gaining that wisdom or that knowledge, the truth in the situation, right? But here, someone's afraid of the truth. They're afraid that it's not going to be something they want to hear, and yet it is. It's good news. So you're being asked to have the strength and the courage to go after that truth. Gain the wisdom and the knowledge, and have the courage to move forward. Gain that information, right? Because when you have the strength and the courage to get that truth, you move into the call, which is the Judgment card. It's something coming back to life. Whatever this is, this break or this miscommunication that took place, whatever it caused in your life, getting the truth of the situation is what's going to bring it back around, or bring something back around to you. Something that you believe is dead and gone. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. So the next step you have is the Two of Wands on your path. Now, if you notice in this card, you're sitting on a giraffe. You've got a higher vantage point. You can, you know, look down on things, and it's a lot easier to be up above looking down and see what's really going on than it is when you're in it looking forward at it, right? So you're going to gain this vantage point, and you're being asked to move forward. If you notice, the giraffe is carrying quite a large lantern that shines such a big bright light for you to move forward. You have a tiny little candlestick with a small candle on it behind you. That's the past. The light is dimmer in the past than it is in the future. It's not the direction you want to go in. You're being asked to not focus on the past, what's taken place in the past. Let that candle burn out. Keep facing forward. The giraffe is moving to the right, which means he's moving toward the future, your destiny. That's the direction you need to head in at this point in time, right? And it's beneath the Page of Cups. So, like I said, this is all about letting your inner child come out. Play, have fun, be playful. Don't be so caught up in the information coming to you and not wanting the truth because you're worried that it's not going to be what you want it to be. Just move forward. And then, you know, we've already talked about the Four of Swords, because once you start moving forward and you allow the past to be distant, you are going to shift into this new world. You let that cycle go. That's a cycle that's meant to be over and done with, because you're moving into a new one, or you're about to move into a new one. You've got three worlds here, basically. You've got the world you were in, the world you kind of are in now, and the one you're headed to. So you're between the worlds, okay? Between worlds. You're not quite out of the one cycle, and you're not fully into the next one. And that's why you're being asked to keep moving forward. Get that truth, get that information, because it is going to be good for you. And when you step into this new world, you have judgment. Judgment is all about, well, it can be about making a judgment call, but for me, it's, if you're making a judgment call, it's what's allowing what you believe to be dead and over, gone, finished, to come back to life. If that's what you're wanting, you're going to have the opportunity to bring this back around. But you have to go through these steps first, right? Because this is the phoenix rising from the ashes. So the phoenix was believed to be dead in the ashes, and it rises out of the ashes. So it's coming back to life. It's coming back around to you. And now you've got the Eight of Pentacles. And if you notice on the cello, there's a little fairy. So you do have help. You've got guidance moving forward here. Absolutely. But this is something totally new, totally different to you. And it could be, it's right below the Four of Swords. So it could be that whatever information comes into you, not at all what you were thinking. It's something completely out of left field. The Eight of Pentacles is known as the apprenticeship card in the deck, because it is about, well, can be about learning a new skill. This could be you learning how to deal with something differently, right? Once you let go of the old cycles can be an old way of thinking or believing or feeling, an old way of doing things, right? And that disappears because you then step into that brand new way of thinking, feeling, believing, and doing. And that's when something comes back to life. And it takes you into this brand new area that you have never experienced before. And this could be with your person. It could be just a completely different way of dealing with things, because above it, you've got the Page of Swords. This is you avoiding. You're trying to keep things happy and afloat because you think maybe this person is done. It's over. It's finished, complete. There's nothing to work out here. And then you're focusing on that Ace of Swords, the truth. And the truth takes you someplace completely different from what you were expecting or from where you've ever been. And it brings balance back into the situation, back into your life. Justice card, when you receive the Justice card, it basically means that things are going to work out in your favor. This is where you're headed. This is your outcome card, your possible outcome. If you follow the steps and the guidance that you're given along the way, you will come to this place here of everything turning out in your favor, not the way you think it might turn out. Okay, angels. I know you're going to want to clarify. What are we clarifying here? Page of Cups. Because that's a messenger as well, but the Spirit didn't really speak about the message that's coming in with the Page of Cups. It's definitely in regards to love, because it is water, which is emotion, and generally the cups is all about love. So let's see if we can find out now. I think there's a train coming. Oh yeah, okay, we just talked about that. The Ace of Swords, that's in your overall energy. Focusing on the truth. You are about to get the truth here in a situation. This might be someone that you are not in a relationship with. Okay, I've got a couple of scenarios here. The first scenario is, this is someone you were in a relationship with. There was a breakup. Okay, a miscommunication, a lack of communication. I'm not sure, but there was something to do with communication. And there was an actual breakup, okay? But because of the miscommunication or the lack thereof, you didn't know the truth of the situation, right? And that's why she's focused on the Ace of Swords. You need to get to the bottom of this. You need to get to the truth of the matter. Now you're getting it again. So for others of you, the other scenario is you were never in a relationship with this person. It just never happened, whatever the reason. You know, maybe again it came down to a lack of communication or miscommunication, something misunderstood. But something's coming back around. Something. Either you are going to be guided to let this person know the truth about how you feel, or they will be telling you. Oh, and it's good. See, it's good. 10 of Cups. This is ultimate emotional fulfillment. Oh my God. You are going to want to be in your Sunday best playing in the water, because that's how you're going to feel when this comes in. You're going to be just so happy. So happy when this comes in. And that's why Spirit doesn't want you to be in this place for very long. Spirit wants you to have the courage to move forward and get the truth, because it is going to be good news. You are going to like what you hear. Okay, Spirit, what else are we clarifying here? Sorry guys, I've got I'm being pulled between the Strength card and the Two of Wands. So which one are we? Both? Both. Okay. Now they are back to back, okay? So when I lay the cards out, this is the next card after that. It's just doesn't look like it when it's up there. So this has been happening this round. For some reason, Spirit has been having me clarify more than one card at a time. So we're clarifying the Strength card and the Two of Wands, and we will understand why, I'm sure, in a minute. Six of Swords. If you notice, there's 5 black birds here, and there is a sword without a bird on it. You were on that sword. You were watching over that sword. That was yours, okay? But you've been picked up by this big, beautiful, white, pure energy of spirit. And you're being moved someplace much better, much brighter. If you notice the bottom half of this card, it's all dark. And if you look at the top half, it's much lighter. The sun is up there. You're being moved toward the sun, the happy place, right? So this tells me right here that you are definitely being divinely guided in this situation, because this, for me, you're asleep. You're not going to be able to see it, I don't think, because my camera won't focus in that close without blurring, but you're asleep on the back of this swan. You don't even know you're being shifted. It's likely that things are happening while you're asleep. You know, the transformation, the transitions, the things that take place within us, sometimes they happen while we're asleep, and that could be what's going on here. I'm still not sure. Maybe you're being gifted the courage to move forward in your sleep. I'm still not sure why we had to clarify both of these together. 8 of Cups. Now I want you to notice here that 7 Cups are up here. She's leaving them behind. She's gone through each and every one of them. She's made her decision. She's chosen her cup, and she's moving forward with that. Okay. Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay. So, the reason we had to clarify the 2 cards together, or the reason Spirit wanted it done, is because you're going to be needing, you're going to be guided, okay? And, you know, you may gain this courage in your sleep. You may just wake up one day and all of a sudden you know the truth of the matter. You know what you need to do now, okay? And you're given the strength and the courage to move forward, moving forward, and choosing, making that choice to move forward, making that choice to move forward with the Ace of Cups. This is a brand new beginning. The Page of Cups is letting somebody know the truth about how you feel, because the 10 of Cups is, that is such a deep love. That's total emotional fulfillment. It doesn't get any better than the 10 of Cups. The feelings that you have for this person, whoever this is, they're huge. They're immense. Turn this around if you need to. This could be your person. But somebody is being guided and given the courage and the strength to move forward, and letting that person know that they want this brand new beginning. You're going to be making your decision. You're going to make a choice here. Somebody is making a choice to speak up about what it is that they want moving forward. You're going to have guidance. You're going to have help for sure. There is going to be help. And like I said, you could just wake up one morning and there it is. You know what to do. Or your person, whatever this is, okay? Different for everybody. Kind of unique though that I love that Spirit is doing that, because that's never been asked of me before this time period here. Okay. So what are we clarifying now? Oh, the World. Okay. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about tradition. And I'm hearing ancient tradition. I don't know why. Possibly it has something to do with your ancestors, traditions in your family, something that you need to uphold here. And again, I don't know what that is. You're going to recognize this message if it's yours, because there's an issue there somewhere. You need to uphold a tradition that's been generation after generation after generation. The other thing that the Hierophant represents is commitment. It represents marriage. It also can represent divorce. So some of you possibly are getting out of a marriage, going through a divorce, and it's right above the Justice card as well. And the Justice card too, you know, it's justice. It's things that take place in a courtroom. So marriage, divorce. Some of you are popping the question. Ooh, that's so exciting. Maybe that's what it is for some of you. You're holding back proposing because you're not sure that it's going to be accepted. But it is. Wow. Okay, so possibly some of you are afraid that if you pop that question and it's not the right time, or your person doesn't want to marry you, it'll cause a breakup, because that means you want to go further than they do, and it could end the relationship. That could be your fear, but it's actually going to take you into that brand new place. That brand new place could be you being married for the first time, or you being married to this person. Whoa. So okay, so this could be the one cycle that's coming to an end. There, you know, please do not take this. If you're in a marriage or a committed relationship of any kind that's amazing right now, this part of it is not your message, okay? Those of you that are in a relationship right now that you know is going south, it has been for a while, you know it's needing to come to an end, that's what this World card represents. It is time to bring it to an end. Face the truth, end that cycle. Go for that divorce, that separation, whatever it is for you, because you have a brand new world about to open up for you. Something else is coming back to life. Wow. And then others have that family tradition. Six of Cups. This is something from the past coming back into your life. Someone that's been watching you. If you notice in this card, there's this little girl. You've got a couple of, I mean, you've got 3 pages which are children. They represent children. And now you've got this card with this little girl in it. And look at all the guidance she's got around her. All those lit up areas are fairies. And then you've got this great big fairy right here watching over you. But take a look across the bank of this little creek. There's this golden cup. That's the one. That's the one that you choose. That's the one you choose. That's the one that's coming back around. That is the wake-up call. That is the something or someone from the past that's coming back around to you. I want another card there. Okay. Yep, Knight of Pentacles. It's been slow moving, and maybe that's why you're a little bit nervous, because maybe your person has been moving slow. Maybe you've been moving slow. The fear of this not working, because if this was back in place, that's all below the Strength card. So you did not have the courage to take that step. Didn't have the courage to walk away from the marriage or the committed relationship, or the courage to propose, move the relationship forward to the next level. Whatever it is for all of you, it's about gaining that courage and the strength to move forward on this situation, whatever this situation is for you. And it's been slow. And that's okay. You can still continue to move slow. Take your time. If you're unsure, you're uncertain about something, take your time. There's no rush here. Okay, angels, what else are we clarifying? The judgment call or the call. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. This is long-term. This is that long-term relationship. This talks about spending the rest of your life with someone, marrying someone, proposing to them. This is all about family life, home life, happiness. It also can represent, now this is a love reading, so for me it represents a long-term partnership, okay? Marriage, that, and we've got that all over the board here. But it can represent large amounts of money, okay? The 10 is the highest that we go, and it's the Pentacles, so that's all about the material side of things. I feel more than anything, though, this is about a long-term partnership. Oh, God. The World. Again, okay, so you've got some, this is big, Aquarius, this is really big. You have something large coming to an end. These cycles that come to an end with the World card, they're not anything that have taken place for 2 months, 3 months. They're years long. That's the Knight of Pentacles. This is something that's been slowly moving forward for a long time. This is something that has gone on for years. It could be 10 years that this has gone on for. It's coming to an end, whatever it is, it's coming to an end. So for some of you, this is that divorce that you knew you needed to instigate. It is time. Those of you that are, like I said, in a really happy marriage or committed relationship, that's not your message. You know you're happy, you know that's where you want to be. It's not about divorce for you, okay? It's a different kind of cycle coming to an end for you. Wow. Making that judgment call to move forward and let something go so you can have something new is going to be the best thing you ever do. You know, I don't talk a lot about my personal life, but I was guided to walk away from a 30-year marriage 7 years ago. It was the hardest thing I ever did, absolutely. It caused me and other people a lot of pain. But I look back at that now and realize that was the best thing I could have ever done for myself. It was the best move I made. So I'm sure you will be in that same boat. Okay, angels, what else are we going to clarify here? The Eight of Pentacles, okay? Okay. Page of Swords, okay. So you've got this twice. Again, I want to point out, this is kind of like the Six of Swords. If you take a look at this card, the bottom half, there's a lot of darkness there. You switch it around, you're moving toward the light, right? Gaining the truth about the situation is going to be what allows you to get out of this shadow phase and move into the light phase, because that's what you're doing here, right? Dark, light. The sun's over here somewhere, and I want you to see also all the dark birds here. This one's dark but getting lighter. This one's still got the darkness but getting lighter, and then the birds that are picking you up are white. It's shifting from the darkness to the light. You've worked through, you know, you have worked so hard on yourself. You have been through it. You're there. You're finally there. This is all about all this shadow work that's taken place. It's the degradation of color means that it's lightening up. You've done all that intense, brutal work down here, and as you climb, it gets less and less and fewer and further between, and now you're up here. You're being carried up here into this beautiful lightness and newness. and truth and clarity. That's what the light is. Chariot. Look in this card at the, they're not horses, they're unicorns or something, but they're not black and white. There's no opposing energy here. When you reach this place on this journey here, this journey, you've reached a place of balance, and then you've got justice next, which is all about balance. You are coming into a place of balance because these unicorns are moving together in harmony. And if you notice, they're looking sideways so they can see you. There's no reins here. Nobody's controlling them with reins. They're being controlled with thought and energy. And they're paying attention to you because you're in charge here. You're in control of where this chariot goes. And it's moving very fast in a brand new direction. 8 of Pentacles. This is that newness. You're being pulled out of the dark into the light very quickly and moving forward into a very balanced world, right? Okay, angels. Anything else? Okay, so bottom of this deck now becomes part of the overall energy with the others. Oh my God, the Lover's card. This is my Twin Flame card. And look what's underneath that. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Justice again. 3 of Wands. Your proverbial ship is coming in. You might be unaware of it. That might be what's going on up here. You're unaware of who this person actually is to you. You know the feelings you have, though. I think that's why you're afraid to tell the truth. You're afraid to let it be known just exactly what you feel and the direction you want this relationship to go in, because you're afraid of what's going to come back at you. You're afraid of rejection. Wow. You do not have to fear the rejection. The feelings that you have for this person, you have them because they are your twin. Wow. Okay. We need to get a Wisdom of the Oracle card. I can't believe how long these readings are going these days. Ooh. Okay. I guess Spirit wants these 2. You get 2 cards. Hoo-wee. Oh my goodness. Well, this makes a whole lot of sense to me. I'm going to read them from the book for you. But you have Deep Knowing. Card 43, which breaks down to a 7, which is divine. You are definitely going to be receiving information from the divine. Guidance. And again, it's all about the knowledge, the wisdom, the truth of a matter. And the other card you have is Fork in the Road. It's number 13. Lucky 13 breaks down to a 4. It's all about stability. Justice, balance, stability, moving forward. You are definitely at a fork in the road. I'm going to put these up for you to look at. I just need to get my little clip. I moved it when I cleaned off my desk and it was way over there. Okay. Okay. Get the glare off for you. There you go. I am going to start with Deep Knowing. That was the first card out. 43. I think that's almost the last card in the deck as well. Okay, essential meanings. Intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy, and hypersensitivity. So I'm going to read the relationship message, and it says, there are occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path and suddenly, out of the blue, you're connected at a level impossible to describe. Oh my goodness, that's the twin flame. That feeling marks a moment in time etched indelibly onto your soul. Someone has entered your life who will be instrumental in your journey, so pay attention. Two hearts are calling to each other to begin an alchemical process. This is also a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. Trust your heart to lead you now. Magic is about to happen. Oh, I'm so happy for you. That's exciting, Aquarius. Okay, let's go to number 13. Fork in the road, essential meanings. Time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. For some of you, that's the choice between leaving a current relationship to move on to a new one, right? Some of you, it's letting somebody know how you feel to move forward with them, having that courage. Okay, so relationship message. You've reached a moment of truth in the evolution of your relationship. Which will you choose, to open up to the possibility of love or to remain isolated? To go deeper and commit to a mutual passion or to walk away? This is a time to take responsibility for your truest desire and follow it. Be honest with yourself about what you're willing to do, invest and give, then choose. You can't make a wrong choice. If you move forward with a relationship, know that it will be based in truth and authenticity. You will have made a conscious decision rather than simply hanging on because you don't want to be alone, or ending things because you're afraid of the intensity of genuine connection. All roads lead to the lessons you must learn in your relationships. Regardless of the decision you make, it'll place you on the path to a truer experience of the heart. Wow, Aquarius, I can't believe the messages that just came out for you. It's exactly replicating what was said in your reading. Some of you need to walk away from a relationship to move into a new one. Some of you need to be honest about your feelings so you can move into that new one. Or, I guess if you don't have the courage or the strength to do so, you walk away. Let's get a Synchronicity Oracle card. Spiritual knowledge brings clarity. And that is exactly what's happening here. You're gaining that insight to help you with moving forward with the truth, your truth. I want to get another one for you. Wait for the right time. I think that's what you're actually doing, though, anyway, is waiting for the right time. Okay, let's get a Just Ask Oracle card. Oops. Do that again. Trying not to shuffle in front of the mic here. It's making it impossible. Also don't want to blow all the cards on the table all over the place. Live in the moment. That is kind of what the Page of Cups was saying here. Live in the moment. Don't restrict yourself. Just have fun. Let that inner child out. Free yourself. Don't think about the past. Same with the giraffe. Let the past be the past. Your way forward is being lit so much brighter than the past is lit. The past is done. Let it go. What's on the bottom of the deck? Dream big. You have a decision to make here, Aquarius. Do you move forward into this twin flame partnership? Do you have the courage to pop that question or to move in that direction, or are you going to stay where you're at? Your choice. And as Spirit said, either way you go is the right way for you. You can't make a wrong decision here. You will come to a place of balance. Making the decision takes you to that place of balance, because it brings completion to it. So I want to get further information for you from your guides and Spirit in what it is that you need to do, be, think, and or feel in order to move forward on this, to make it easier to move forward and do so a little bit quicker. I'm going to do that in the extended. The link will be right above my finger. There will be one down below. Those of you that are going over, I'll see you over there. Those of you that are not, I love you guys. I'll see you next time.